Hello, beautiful people. If you want to find out how I made this gorgeous wreath, go ahead and stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Alright, so here is a list of everything that I used, as well as a video, a picture of it. Again, I got all of this from the Dollartree. So here we have either 3 or 4 inch strips of ribbon. We're going to use the fire to go ahead and seal the ends, as you can see I'm doing here. So that's one. So basically you're gonna fold it in half, cut off a bit at an angle, and that'll be the tip of the flower. Again, you're gonna use the flame to seal it, and then flip it over and kind of scrunch the other sides together to give that petal effect. I went ahead and made several of those. Here I'm going to take the pipe cleaner or chenille stem, whichever you prefer to call it, and roll it into a little circle. That's going to be the center of my sunflower. I'm just going ahead and putting the petals around here to see if it looks as I expect. So then you're going to pull out your hot glue gun. You got to be careful with that because it is hot glue. But you're going to go ahead and put the petals all the way around that circle that we prepared. I actually did prepare 2 of them because after you get all of the petals on the first one, you're gonna go ahead and put the second one on top and kind of sandwich in the petals. So as you can see here, that's what I'm doing. Gonna go ahead and put all that together, and that's pretty much what the finished sunflower is gonna look like. I made 3 of those. Here I'm taking the burlap ribbon and showing you guys how to go ahead and go around the wreath with that. So you're going to take the end and tie it securely. They won't actually see that by the time you're done. It'll just blend right in. And you're going to just push the ribbon through each of the little sections. So you see here, there's 1, gather a little bit more, 2, and then push it through that 3rd section. You're going to make sure you fix it up before you take the bottom and twist it to secure, and then go ahead and continue that same process around the wreath. Here, basically you're just gathering it up. You got to use the one hand to hold what you have in place, but also the twist at the bottom helps you secure that. I realized here that I had a little bit more ribbon, and I felt like I could still go ahead and fit some more in that space. So I did. And as you can see here, I'm just kind of bunching it in there. And it'll overall just give it a fuller look the more that you're able to use. All right, so I'm just stuffing it in there and taking a piece of the chenille stem that I cut to secure it. And here's the finished part of that, at least with the burlap ribbon. And here I'm taking the floral wire. I cut 3 pieces, and I figured that I'd just kind of try to stick it in like a bobby pin. So that's what I'm doing here. I went ahead and pushed it through 2 parts, and it's barely visible. So then I went ahead and took that and found a spot on the wire wreath form to go ahead and securely tie that down. You want to straighten out the flower, make sure it looks good, and you're going to basically just repeat that step. So you're going to push the wire through again, kind of like a bobby pin. You're going to figure out where you want to put it. Here I am just kind of testing to see where I actually want to place the sunflowers. So gonna push that through, make sure you find a good spot so that you can tie it and secure it on the wreath wire form. So that's what I'm doing here. Just whatever method you want. You can twirl them, you can actually tie them in knots. It's very thin wire, so it's pretty malleable. Here I am actually just snipping off a little bit of the hot glue that got on the front of the sunflower center. So repeated that the 3rd time for that last sunflower. As you can see, gotta go ahead and make sure that you push it through and get it secure. Now here I took my wire cutters and just clipped off a few sections of the faux flowers that I purchased. so that I can go ahead and just tuck that into the wreath. So again, I just used the hot glue for that. So you're going to carefully place those wherever you think they'll look good. I figured this was as good a spot as any, so I placed 3 little snippets of that. Here I'm just kind of placing a little blob of hot glue at the tip because it seemed like the flower might actually slide off. So it's just a little security. Next, I'm going to add my butterfly. So I'm going to take a little piece of the pipe cleaner and create something like a little mount for the butterfly. I went ahead and hot glued that to attach it. And I'm going to go ahead and tie that around the Y wreath form to secure it. Here you turn it over and just kind of place it however you want to. With the pipe cleaner, you can actually adjust it a pretty good amount. Here is where I started to make another one for the second butterfly, but overall I actually decided not to use it and to just kind of go with what I had. I could not find placement that worked for me. So here I am again, just showing you how it would be, but overall that was not the look I was going for. So I did end up removing the second butterfly. Overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. The finished look is here, and I love it. I hope you guys do too. Since I had some materials left over from the last project, I went ahead and used it to create something else. So we have a Dollartree vase, which I had laying around, the remaining flowers and butterfly from the previous project. Go ahead and stick the flowers right in the vase and stick the butterfly to the vase as well. All of 30 seconds, and here you have a beautiful little centerpiece or whatever you want to use it for. I placed it here and I love it.